Whoa.
What's that? Yeah.
What's up, Mr. Skelly?
Oh, I'm good. What's going on, fat bro?
I'm cooling, man. God bless you, man. Good morning. You can hear me good? Everything clear?
Yeah, I can hear you good and see you good, bro. You know, we starting off
Aight.
good at the beginning, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Today's guest, y'all, in my first interview, I had to hold it for a legend, y'all. It's an uptown legend. I can't speak highly enough of this man, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself to y'all. Go
Well,
ahead, Skelly.
good morning, man. My name Wellington Radcliffe, better known as SKELLYWELL, from uptown New Orleans. We call it the middle of the world, you know what I'm saying? Born and raised, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in the Magnolia Project. I got paralyzed in the Magnolia Project, but I lived all over the city. I lived on Josephine, you know, so you can call anywhere uptown my home. I always tell everybody I don't know nowhere other than New Orleans in uptown better than I
Uptown.
know any other part of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Uptown legend.
Yeah,
Uptown
yeah,
legend. I
yeah,
mean that. You feel me?
yeah,
For
yeah.
sure,
But
Dawson.
you know, just to cut through the little tape, 1986, I was paralyzed in the Magnolia Project. Uh, I've been living now in a wheelchair for like 30 some years. You know what I'm saying?
30 years.
Product of my environment. You know, I did 13 years in the penitentiary. Come home 2001. Got married 2004. I realized the streets ain't, they don't owe me nothing. So, I did what the normal would do. I became a grandfather and got on the porch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm living from the
Fact.
porch now. You know
See,
what I'm
how old
saying?
were you when you jumped off the post, Skelly?
About 15.
About 15.
15.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When I was able to leave off my porch, I grew up. My address was 2908 Willer, which would have been right behind uh what you see now is Raising Cane's. It used to be
Okay.
Popeyes. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you get to the mall now, the mall took up the project, and the front part of the project where I stayed. I stayed right
Right.
there where Popeyes was behind that. I could walk out my apartment uh building and walk through the hall. I mean, walk through the driveway to Popeyes. I stayed
Was
across the
it
street
was it
from.
called Wild Willow then?
Yeah, no, not really. When I
It was
left the
Wild
street,
Willow
they
then, huh?
started calling. Yeah, but see, it was wild, but back then we had a little swag about it. We didn't
Yeah,
let everybody know
right.
our business. So, it was
Right.
wild. It was wild because I got paralyzed on Willa. I grew up 2908 Willa. I got paralyzed right there by Lonzo porch.
Damn.
His mom and his sister was the one that kept me alive. You know what I'm saying? Nigga hit me 4 times with a 45, and I laid out there like 45 minutes. But a nigga put a hit out on me behind the motorcycle. I walked up on the motorcycle and it was a drop. I
Wow.
didn't know that. I jump on the bike, take the bike, cut the helmet, and the keys was in the bike. So when I see this, I'm like, man, it's not normal. Nobody don't take no Harley Davidson, which was
Right.
a a real expensive bike in '85. You know what I'm saying? So I
Damn.
took the bike and not knowing the bike had drugs on it. Later found the drugs, but I was wild and I didn't come up on the shit. So I'm like, fuck it. It is
Yeah.
what it is. Not
Right.
knowing it was coming for their shit, you know what I'm saying? And the
Mm-hmm.
nigga hit me 4 times. I left. I was I was in a little joint they call the Funky joint, better known as the Congo Room. You feel me?
Okay.
So I went in that joint. It wasn't really popping, and I think uh I don't know. I think I can't remember if it was a Saturday night. I'm gonna tell you the story. I went. Everybody was going to a concert, and it was Tougher Than Leather concert that was coming to New Orleans. So everybody, all the big timers, all the big ballers, everybody getting fresh for the thing. I
Yeah.
go looking for something to wear. I went found my Adidas sweat hood, some white Jabos, I think, and I bought some top tens because
Mm-hmm.
everything else was bought out. All them niggas was buying the leather jogging suits and all that. All the big timers, these jogging
Yeah.
suits were like 300 and something in Foot Locker. You heard me?
Right.
So
Right.
I got in where I fit in. I bought me a Adidas hat. I had a bucket hat I was gonna wear, the Adidas sweat hood, the pants and the tennis. My sister, I dropped it off to my sister. My sister was like, "Why don't you stay inside, man?" I said, "I'm going uptown to check my traps. I'm gonna just go floor uptown for a little bit. I'm gonna come back." I went in
Yeah.
the club. It wasn't jumping, so I leave out the club because the broad told me her sister wanted me, so I leave out the club and walk up Willa. As I'm walking up Willa, a dude holler at me, "What's up, Skelly?" Then another nigga holler at me, called my name, and I found that kind of odd, because people don't call you by your name like that unless they
Right.
want your attention. You know,
Yeah.
I don't call you y'all fat. I call you by your name. You turn
Right.
around like, hold up,
Yeah.
you getting kind of too familiar. So I see the dude. What's that? I holler, keep on moving. I take a few more steps. The dude come from behind Zena Dunn in them complex. Nigga, where the keys at? So I'm like, what keys, man? What you talking about? He said, you know what I'm talking about. Where the fucking keys at? I said, I don't know what you're talking about. I kept on walking and the nigga hit me. But I was about to break out and run in his driveway, because if I get in his driveway, it's dark. He won't see me. Well, he
Yeah.
must have seen I had ragged in my mind, break on him. So
Yeah.
he come across the street. He started shooting. When he started shooting, I fell on the side of the car and just could get this part of my torso under the car. He hit me 4 times, so I'm landing like I'm dead.
Yeah.
He done walked over and looked at me and got all the way down with the burn in his hand, looking at me. I'm holding my breath. I ain't breathing that loud, right? He see that Lonzo mom and sister come outside. I said, you done shot him enough. Leave him alone. I made the nigga run around the car and jump in the car and pull up. They come downstairs and kept me alive till the ambulance come. Real talk. If they don't come down there and do that, I wouldn't be here on this podcast today telling you that. So shout out to Lonzo mom and his sister Deb. If she ever see this video, she gonna like, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. So like I was telling you yesterday, you know what I'm saying? It's people and things God did for me along the way to hold me, that sustain me, bro. I'd have been shot 2 times, like I told you. I've been shot 2 times. I was shot at the second line. Dude tried to rob me from the 9th wall. Second line ending by 2 jacks on Josephine and Liberty. They hollering, we from the 9th wall. I'm saying, motherfuck that 9th wall. I'm from the 3rd wall. Y'all in my neck of the woods.
Right.
You know, I'm always standing 10 toes down by our hood. You heard me? You already know how it go, yeah. So they in my hood. So I feel like that's a disrespect. So I'm from the 9th wall. Fuck. I'm from the 3rd wall. Fuck that 9th wall. So I'm beating on the wall with a stick. The nigga run up behind me with a gun out. Nigga, give it up. Yeah, you in my hood. So when I'm gonna get you on, you gonna rob me in my hood, man? I ain't giving you nothing. Kept on going. The nigga shot me in my back. So when he shoot me in my back, everybody start to scatter.
Yeah.
The second line about to end. So I make it to the corner and collapse. On the corner, the police, you dig, stood over me to keep them from trampling over me and all that, right? My grandma come out the bar. My grandma used to be in that bar all the time. She know Lionel Reed. That's who the bar was owned by. But my grandmother knew his mom and dad, so she used to always go in there. You know what I'm saying? She come out there panic. I say, Grandma, I'm good. I make it to the hospital. I survive that, and then at 86 I get paralyzed. You know what I'm saying? So you know my
So the
little
first
life
time you
journey has
got
been.
shot, you didn't get paralyzed. You got
No,
paralyzed.
in 82 I didn't get paralyzed. 86 was when I got paralyzed when they
Yeah.
hit me with the 45 bullet. But
Bro.
all that was like a life journey for me, man. It was just showing me slow down, bro, and change the direction of your life. I'm just all these things, bro. Then I told you, I had 2 aneurysms. And a stroke. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Too.
God,
Yeah.
God, yeah. So my life, bro, it's just the way God just was showing me, man. Your journey is what it is. So, like I told you, man, I'm ready to stand on 10 toes down and tell a story, because that's what it is. My life is a testimony in itself, bro. Everybody don't walk away from, live to tell a story about having aneurysms and strokes.
Right.
Then I had a
You a
lady, bro.
chosen one, bro.
Yeah, I had a lady come up to me, bro, and it tripped me out, because it just show you when you doing things, God gonna show you doing things right. Now I never knew this lady. They had a festival up under the bridge in the Tremie. Me and my wife was out there, and the lady run up on me. She said, "Excuse me, could I talk to you?" I'm like, "Yes, ma'am. What's going on?" She said, "Look, I had this stroke, and I was blind in one eye. They sent me home, and I watched the video of you second line and coming out the door. And that inspired me to work on myself, to get myself where I'm at now." She said, "I can walk. I don't have no problem." She said, "If you get close enough, I can see you." You know what I'm saying? So I'm not totally blind out that eye. I just wanted to tell you was an inspiration to me getting myself together. And that's all I ever wanted to do. My grandma always said, if you could tell one person, touch
reach
one
one
person,
person. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And you know, that's always been our journey, y'all, bro. I always been following you. I was inspired by you when I went to jail and heard you in tech was doing what y'all was doing. And I
yeah,
remember when you, like you said, you was getting your thing together, and me and your brother we was in our
right.
lane.
Y'all
You did, but
inspired
we
us,
had a
bro. Y'all,
crossing. We
everything y'all
always had a
boys did
crossing.
coming up, like everything y'all did, man, we try to emulate, you know what I'm saying? Y'all boys was those niggas, you
Right,
know what I'm saying?
right. See, bro,
You
and it
know,
was
you was,
always I was inspired by all of the people before us. We didn't
yeah,
have rapping, a venue where we could go in the studio and rap. We started rapping,
right.
at a time where New Orleans wasn't really getting
Popping with that
noticed for the
music.
town. Right?
Yeah.
When I went to jail in the 90s, you dig, all that was all y'all era. I was locked up
Mm-hmm.
for the 90s all
Right.
the way to the 2000s. Like I come
But
home
see, like the,
2001.
the 80s, like the early 80s, y'all Trip Boy, Felicity Crew, all y'all boys,
Yeah, now see you
y'all
remember.
inspired us,
See you
dog,
see
in
you
the
remember
talent
the
show.
Trip Boys. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You remember Felicity Crew. That was
Yeah,
us.
all that.
Yeah,
Man, I
that was
remember you
us.
moving like
Yeah,
you was a beast with
yeah,
all
man.
that whole era, dog. I remember all
Yeah,
that, Skelly, dog. I'm
Josephine,
telling you.
we was really putting, Joseph. I'm gonna tell you this. Me and my little partner Tootie, before we
Tootie out
started.
here now. Tootie out here.
Yeah. That's my dude.
I
He'll tell you the
know.
story. Me and him had gotten in a contest. You dig? Sporty T, Gregory D, and all them dudes. It was a nationwide contest held at the George Theater.
Right.
So the niggas on Josephine like, man, y'all fucking with that. I'm like, yeah, we getting in there. They like, y'all better win. If y'all don't win, nigga, don't come back on Josephine. This was the talk for real, nigga, telling us. And it's just me and Tootie. Before we
Bro.
even started the look. So we at my house. He done wrote his rap, I done wrote my part of the rap, right?
Yeah.
So we get together, we like, how we gonna go to this bitch? I went to the store and bought some shirts from Gap. I think my shirt was red, his shirt was gray. We put on some jeans. We running our rap the whole while from Josephine all the way to the George Theater. We by ourselves. You understand? We getting it in. We getting ready. So when we get to the venue and walk in this bar, Bodie T and Gregory D, they got on the Adidas jogging suits, and you see everybody in the venue, everybody in the little spot. But you can see everybody in there from everybody hood.
Yeah.
You heard me? They had big filing because they went to Kennedy.
Right.
You did?
Right. I remember
Man,
all.
so we go in this motherfucker, son. We ain't even much expecting to win, yeah. We just
Yeah.
expecting the place. We just want to see where our talent is. We come
Bro.
out that motherfucker. We won first place, y'all.
Say, bro, look how
Also,
things work, dog. Y'all used to win. Y'all used to be like special guests in Woodson Talent Show. We used to win that thing every time. Then we went to WYD Talent Show. Gregory Dina was special guest. They had
see,
that deal.
see,
They
see,
didn't let us. They didn't let us cut our record after we won. So we
right.
left that rap shit alone. But y'all was one of the first ones to really inspire us to do that shit, dog.
See, bro. And
You
it
know,
was the
nigga don't
love.
talk
That's
about
what it was.
and show love to the one before them like you
Right,
saying.
bro.
And
That's what
it's
it
a
was
must
all
that you
about,
do
bro.
that, bro.
Right. That's what
It's
it's
a
all
must you
about, bro.
do
That was
that,
that was
man.
the whole thing. You heard me? And to see where you at today, bro, as a man, period, being a family man, bro, and you know how it is to come out this here thing. It's like a
Hell
crab.
yeah,
It's
bro.
like a crab bucket. You know what I'm saying? The minute you
Facts,
try to
dog.
crawl out, nigga pulling you back, it's all
Facts,
kind of
bro.
principalities
I
making.
feel
You
the
know what I'm
same
saying?
about you, dog. I tip my head off to you, dog, like a mug. Yeah. Then to change your whole life like that, come on, Skelly, bro.
Man, come
Real
on, man.
amazing with you, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, real talk. And like I said, I
Yeah,
always
bro.
followed you, bro. And I'm watching what you're doing,
Nigga,
your
you always
interviews.
was a
You
jank
know what I'm
fire. I'm
saying?
talking about before the chair, in the chair, nigga, you was a dog. Name was ringing. Always ringing. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about
But see,
never
it
for
was
no
always
bullshit.
right. It was always love with me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that I
Always,
dealt with was
bro.
real men. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you showed. You showed love to men and respect. So when you run
Yeah.
across them again, it was already understood. Years
Listen,
later,
dog.
bro, me and
I
you
could
here
tell you
talking.
back before when you were doing your thing in the chill on the fiend, we used to come around that bitch tweaked out early in the morning thing. Nigga used to be straight. You know what I mean? Like, make sure we straight out there, nigga. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
but
Real.
it was always that. That
Yeah.
was always my mentality. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah,
you're gonna be
dog.
out here, you
Yeah,
had to know
bro.
what you was doing and know how to move. Cause my mama taught me, if you're gonna
Right.
be in this life, you gotta know the villains and see the snakes when you see them. Keep your grass
For
cut
real,
so you could
dog.
catch them snakes. I had
Man,
a
I'm talking
grandmother
about
was a, you
for
know,
those that don't know, man, let me put this in a little that this man before the Black and Mo days. Like, you know what I'm saying? Black and Mo grew up under this man. You know what I'm saying? So
And that
this
was my
the
son, bro.
legendary
That was like
Skelly
a
Well
little
that
brother to
that
me, man. Black and Moore, I had bad respect for him, his little brother.
Derek, yeah, the
Ugly and
whole
all of them,
team,
man.
man.
Right
You
now,
know,
they did them dudes. Yeah, man.
they
You know, and what I
you know,
liked
a lot
about
of
Mo,
people know
Mo
Black
was a
and Mo.
real, Mo
A
was
lot
a
of
real
people know
money
Black and
maker,
Mo
man.
from the Magnolia, but the Fiend is where their whole family was at. You know what
That's
I'm
right.
saying?
That's right. Talk about it. Talk
You
about it.
know, yeah,
Talk
bro.
about it. That's
Y'all
where they
boys,
come from.
man,
Yeah.
I tell anybody, nigga, before Baby them got the Muslims to protect us or whatever, the Fiend was filing us from out the three. It was the
Yeah.
Fiend. Oh,
Yeah.
Boosie, all them boys,
Yeah,
man, nigga,
man. I just was with Poosie last night since we talking about him. I
bro.
was just look, we was on where we was at? We was on Reed at a little reception hall. Look, he was there
Okay,
because it was our little partner that was getting Buddy. I don't know if you know Buddy with the dreads. He used to parade with us. He
I
used to
probably
parade
haven't
with the
seen him.
swingers. The swingers parade in the day. The swingers always closed out the second line season by being the last second line. That was my
Okay,
club. But I
yeah,
haven't paraded with them because I got a lawsuit that, I ain't really want to parade because I want to take care of my business, get this out the way.
right,
And then I'm going to
right.
come back, you know what I'm saying, and parade with them. Next year's supposed to be the anniversary for the Swingers. To everybody, the Uptown Swingers is a social and pleasure club in New Orleans. That parade, I parade with them for a few years. I haven't paraded with
Yeah,
them in a minute, but they got videos of me all on YouTube doing my thug.
bro.
I can't go nowhere. You
You a
heard me?
dog in that Chuck Will, boy.
Man, but that
Ain't too
was
many
only
can
by
touch you
grace. You
like
know
that
why?
walking
Why?
can touch you second line.
Look, but check this out. I'm gonna just show you
What?
something. Your brother inspired me. I
Second
learned that
line?
from Shine.
Yeah,
Shine used to look, see with that chair. You remember Shine? Look,
dog in that
nigga,
Chuck. Yeah.
Shine, look. Shine used to pick that chair up, boy. I can still do it. I can still roll. That's who taught me, boy.
Yeah,
You heard me?
bro.
Yeah, real talk. You heard me? I learned a lot from Shine. I learned from my little partner, Rolling Joe, who parade with Pitcher Town Steppers in the 17-1. You dig? Another Uptown legend in a wheelchair. Yeah. G'd up and soldier down. I ain't never let this chair become I tell people this, y'all. I say I'm not handicapped. I just need a chair to get around. Everything else I do on my own, homie. I get in and out your car. I can take my chair, break it down, and put it in your car. And you gonna stand there and say, Skelly, you good? Bro, you good? Everybody be messed up with me. Uber drivers be messed up with me. Because I put my shit in their car on my own and get in the car. He said, well, man, I ain't never seen nobody do that. I know. I'm the only one. I want you to remember me. I want you to remember me and tell a story about me when you said, man, I didn't see this guy get in my car. He didn't ask for no help or nothing. That's not by mistake. God allows me to do it. At 57, I'm still gonna do it until I can't do it. And when I can't do it, I'm gonna have those that can help and assist. Oh yeah, I got that. Get in the car. Yeah. You hear me? Yeah, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I got people I done linked up with y'all
Take a strong man, dog. Take a strong man to be on that level, Skelly, dog. I don't know if you realize
give me that, bro.
But can't know anybody be that strong mentally, bro.
Right. See, bro, let me show you something, bro. God tell you down, bro. When he put me in jail, I asked, man, I'm like, why should I have to go to jail and do all this time when you giving people monitors on their leg? I'm paralyzed. Give me a fucking home monitor on my leg and send me home. Let me sit in my house and enjoy freedom. No, God didn't plan that. He said, I'm gonna send you through the whole situation so you could tell a story. How them white folks don't know nothing about you and care nothing about you. All you is a number. All you is being warehouse, nigga. That's what prison life is, being warehouse. You know what I'm saying? Where they hold you, and if you don't know how to utilize that time to better your time, then you're gonna be just like that average nigga. It's gonna keep on going around, going through the door, spinning around, going in and around. You know what I'm saying?
But see, if you do use that time wise, you gonna come out a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, and you ain't going back because you don't want to go through that no more, y'all.
See, bro, that's the worst thing a white man can do is give a black man time to think. You know what I'm saying? You use that time wisely and think. Oh,
yeah, bro. That's why they look. That's why they started calling us around. Oh, y'all super something with the calling because we was going to jail, getting big, getting smarter, coming out, changing our way of thinking. Oh yeah, you letting them get smart now. So they more smarter when they come out. They calculate. They think, that's what time.
They really don't want that.
Right.
They want you to rehabilitate yourself, and they don't want that, man.
No, especially when you doing the right thing with it.
That kind of shit for we, man.
Yeah, man. When you get the right platform, that's what I'm saying, y'all. When you get the right platform, bro, and God allow you to get on and you got to speak about the real, but we got to get back to talking to these young people, telling them, man, life is more precious than that. But it ain't about killing up, killing up each other. If you can just look, if the Bible told everybody, those who first, those who are first shall be last, and those who last shall be first. Our time coming. Our time coming. Look at all the people, all the black people you know that got big money, that got money, just sitting on money, sitting back, because they waiting for the time. And everybody who's gonna come stand forward. Oh yeah, everybody gonna stand in the cause because that time coming. Where you at, man? You know what I'm saying? We got to get ourselves together. We living in a time where children don't respect their parents. Parents aren't being parents. Parents trying to be friends to their children instead of being parents. Where the grandmothers at?
Yeah.
Where the grandpas at? I'm a great grandpa.
I'm a grandparent myself, dog.
I'm a great grandparent, nigga.
Ooh.
I got grandkids that done had kids, nigga. Yeah. My grandson, my daughter's second child got 2 boys, right? My oldest grandson, I'm praying for him, he done went out there and he in them streets, he picked them things up, he carrying them tools with extensions. Everything he got a 100-round clip on him.
Wow.
He got the monkey nuts on the motherfucker. That's what I'm telling you how bad. He was in jail for 3 years, y'all. Let me just show you. He was in jail, come home, wasn't home 90 days.
Hey.
And he went to jail right in the same spot he went to jail in the first time. He come home, I went to talk to him, I told him, I said, see, bro, I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you how to do it. You gotta crawl before you walk, bro. You can't run out your head first doing what you're doing. Now I know how you is. And see, he done heard about me. He done talked to a few niggas, and you know what I'm saying, my street creds about shit that I did in the street. I'm like, bro, you ain't got to live like that. That's what I was telling my son.
But some people choose that. You know it's in them, Skelly.
Yeah, it's in him, bro.
I know you know how to talk to them, dog. I know you know how to talk to them, dog. It's in them, bro.
But you know what my grandma used to tell me?
The best thing you could do is pray for him, dog.
That's right. But look, he gonna be listening. He gonna remember everything I told him, because he gonna have time to think about it. See, that's the thing about isolation. It gives you a time to reminisce on the things that you missing. You feel me? You dig what I'm saying? And he's 21. So when he was out here, he was doing the 21 thing. He started hanging little spots in my little partner. He said, man, I saw your grandson in one of my spots. I said, well, he grown and he growing up now. So he knows he got to go in the spots where the women at. Older women his age, people get out and about. You heard me, he was doing that, but you still slipping. The man, look, they got an unmarked car, had been watching. The people leave. Come back. He been going to this car. Dude pull up. He going to the apartment complex. People watching. I'll come out the apartment complex and get in the car. Soon as the car pull up on Loyola and Washington, on the corner right there, soon as he pull up to the car, the police swarm that motherfucker. Whoop. The nigga that was driving jump out the car and run. He's stuck in the car. So you got the car, whatever you got, and whatever he might have left in the motherfucker, because you don't know what he had in the car. You don't know what he did in that car. But you're back in jail. So now niggas sitting in the parish looking at you like, you serious, bro? You get home and you come right back.
How old he is, Kelly?
21. He ain't no juvenile no more. You hear me? I'm talking about, this nigga done been involved in shit and to sleep through the crevices. Everybody else get caught but him. I'm telling him, bro, you got too much people showing you got too much luck on you, bro. You got to lay and change your life, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's like you know what I'm saying? You like a dog, but like a cat. You ain't got 9 lives, but you can't keep on playing with them people like that. Then you was on probation and federal parole.
Oh shit.
Then you got caught with a burner again that had an extension on it. What you think the people gonna do? They gonna lay you down. Man. But it's gonna give you time. I must be like my grandma told me, I must rather know you there than to have to worry about you being out here dealing with these niggas and the people. I get a phone call. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is the time again that God gonna give you a time to reflect on how to get yourself together. What you wanna do, bro? What you wanna do with your life, man? You can't keep straddling the fence. You gotta fall on one side, bro. You can't keep walking the fence. You know, that's like a cat walking the fence, nigga. You can't keep on. You gotta fall on one side.
Right.
Good or bad, straight or wrong. You know what I'm saying? What it is. I can't give you the game like that. You gotta learn from experience. My grandma said, you make your bed hard, you got to lay in it. I laid in it
No
for
doubt.
13 years. It was shit in that. Look, up to my, you know how nigga tell you, you get so fed up with shit go to, yeah, that's how it felt for me. I was so frustrated, aggravated, but I had to suck it up and do them 13.
Yeah.
2001, I come home. Yeah, it's 2023.
Right.
No more fun, bro. Yeah.
What you throwing y'all the foundation right now, man? The push, what you call it? The will.
Yeah, PFC, push for change.
Yeah,
push for
man,
change
talk
is
about that a little. Let them know about that, man. It's a
yeah,
positive,
but
you know.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying. Being a citizen, you know, living in the city of New Orleans, you see a lot. But I learned a lot when I first got paralyzed about the city and trying to get around the city. A lot of places in the city ain't adequately handicap accessible.
Yeah.
Meaning you got to know how to go through the sidewalks might not be even.
Right.
The street, you know how the city
You
is.
don't have ramps everywhere they supposed to and all that.
Yeah. So we also made them change the street code. If you ever on St. Charles, look at the street codes, you're gonna see that the street codes on St. Charles are handicap accessible. That was the word.
That's big, dog.
Yeah.
That's big, bro.
But that being the first transit system for the city of New Orleans, they felt like it was historic and it couldn't be changed.
Okay.
But when they brought in the red streetcars that run from Carrollton to Canal, the red ones, they modified them. So we told them that the same had to be done with these. So what they did is put a handicap streetcar going on east side, going up and down St. Charles that you can get on. That you can get to. Bro. You know what I'm saying? You can get to Alderman Park, you can get to certain areas where you couldn't get on. And that was always my thing.
That's big because if a person on here from New Orleans, they know how hard it is to get anything really done in New Orleans. If for y'all to build a community that's come together and made a foundation and get that done, man, that's huge, man.
But you know, it's always about, this is what it's always been about, but it ain't always about me. It's for the people that's coming behind me, for these little children that may be handicapped and their mama won't take them somewhere. And the streetcar ride is good for anybody when you can see the city. You get to see things from a different perspective. And when you live in the city of New Orleans, you know what we need. The tourists come down here, they need access the same way. You know, but the streets are not like that. So you got to really learn and pick your craft. Everybody can't get in Uber. So you got to ride with RTA. RT got a lift that'll come get you. But these are things that the city of New Orleans got to know. The people in New Orleans got to know to be able to access. You know what I'm saying? So I started this group because it's never been a social and pleasure club that was handicapped accessible. I mean, everybody was handicapped in it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's in here is handicapped. Like I told you, Ann Mays, she gonna be our queen.
Name a few.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's we got sister, those that don't know.
Right. Francis Falls, he in the wheelchair. We got Joe, Rolling Joe, he in the wheelchair. We got Loco from downtown in the Night Walk, he in the wheelchair. We got we got my brother Side. That's we in the wheelchair, the one that be selling all the beads. He gonna make all our when we get ready to put on, he gonna make all the stuff for our second line. But we gonna come out, but I'm gonna bring awareness, and I just want to get.
I ain't gonna miss that one, dog. I ain't gonna miss
I want to give everybody an opportunity to really enjoy themselves from a wheelchair perspective. See, everybody been in second line. I've been in second line clubs. When you in the second, when you in the wheelchair, you gotta, you know, it ain't always accurately equipped for you. See, we used to come out our president sister house. So that's a porch with three steps. You heard me? So I used to have to always think of something that, you know, come out the door differently. And my son used to always be on me like, Dad, what you gonna do this year that you didn't do last year? So you know, he was always being creative, and you know, because people come from far and near to see you. And I never knew people come to see you like that. I done had people run up on me from Texas. They from New Orleans, but they moved to Texas. And the lady come with her daughter one time. The lady like, excuse me, said, could I ask you, could you take a picture of my daughter? I'm like, yes, ma'am. She said, she watches you on YouTube. She follow you, this, that, and the other. And she said she wanted to see you work that wheelchair. I said, no problem.
Word.
Man, they struck up the band, y'all. When they struck the band up, she got her camera. Oh, she got her pad. I said, you got your footage? She said, well, I'm taking this back to Houston, going, show him I met you. And that, you know what I'm saying? So that's a beautiful thing for me being a native of New Orleans. That's all I
it
do.
is, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm gonna tell you a little story one time. I'm rolling up, I'm surfing up Canal Street, in the middle of the Canal Street. We would be where the street cars running. I'm running up and I'm moving, coming up the street. So I lock in on the dude that got somebody filming him, right? And he got some girls all over. I'm like, what he says, man? So yeah, I guess who I run up on in my city?
Who that?
I run into Rakim.
What?
Rakim out there. Look, he got on a Gucci hat. He got on a Gucci hat on. He got a green hood on. Some Levi's.
The Rakim, boy. That
look.
And
he got on some
Jay-Z, boy.
Yeah, look, he got on some G Nike. So I roll up on him and I'm like, man, take a picture with a real nigga from New Orleans. He like, hold up. He told his photographer, say, look, hold up. Push the women on the side. Me and him took a picture. You heard me? I can hear the nigga jewelry. Look, I can hear the nigga jewelry under his jacket. You know he got on the jewelry, right? But he got all that shit on. He just got a hood on. He ain't trying to be noticed. You know, you always play the back door. And that's how I run up on him. When you in this city, it's a lot of people be in this city and they just be out doing their thing. You ain't gonna see no security. Them dudes be moving in the city by themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you run across them like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna catch him in the hood unless he really wants somebody to bring him in the hood where he can see some black people. You know what I'm saying? But I don't run across some people in this city, man, that be coming down here, man. But like I was saying, man,
you too, dog. You just as famous as them in our city.
Oh, yeah. And say what I always told people, man. I love my city, man. I love the recognition I have. It's beautiful that you be able to see people and people recognize you for a good thing. You know what I'm saying? It's always for something good. You know, it ain't no bad, nothing negative, right? Running up on. See, I ain't no internet troller. You dig? So I don't mess with the internet like that. But when I'm on the internet, it's about something real, about the positive, about my life. And I feel like God spared me for me to tell that story, tell my testimony, because that's what I was telling Francis, man. You got to stand on what God done for you and not be scared of nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? All that you worried about with the podcast, it ain't nothing but you just being yourself, speaking the real. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm so happy that you picked me for the first episode. Let me just show you how stuff work. He called me, man. When he called me and told me, man, y'all fat don't want me to do it. I'm like, man, tell y'all, man, hook me in, man. Let me link in too. Or hook me up to the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I won't get in. You know what I'm saying? That's just like playing basketball. I won't play. You dig? And my dude say you want me to do this.
See story, dog. You know what I'm saying? See you and shit, my nigga. You know, I'm trying to build my platform up to make it even bigger.
I like what you're doing, son. I like what you're doing, y'all. Yeah, you're doing it. Like you see.
Anytime you want to promote what y'all doing, let me know, dog. I
will. I got you now. See, I ain't had to call him. When you called me, and the number, it was meant for you to call me. I locked your number in. So we locked in at the hip. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you need me for anything, any platform, anything you doing out there, holla at me. I come out there. You heard me? I catch the train. I get a drive out there. I don't do my daddy bring me out there. You know what I'm saying?
We locked.
Yeah. And that's the thing, bro. We got to support each other.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut it before the thing cut on us, dog. But I love you, bro. Stay up, dog, and keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you.
I love you too, man. I'm gonna hit you back. Love you, bro. Stay up. One.
That was SKELLYWELL, y'all.